If you are at this lesson, I assume you've been through all the other lessons so far. I hope that you have a pretty good understanding of all the other chords, or this might kind of go over your head. We're gonna talk about sharps and flats. Now, I've mentioned it before a little bit. These black keys are sharps and flats. These are our regulars, and then these are sharps and flats. Basically, sharps are the next key a half step this way, or higher on the keyboard. So here's my C. I'm gonna call this C sharp, because it's like the next one, but it's like, you could think of it as like C and a half. C sharp. Then we have D, so this would be what? D sharp. Now, technically, this is E sharp, but don't worry about that. But in classical, technical music, depending on key signatures, they might call this E sharp, but don't worry about that. We have F sharp, G sharp, and A sharp. So that is referring to all the black keys as sharps. Now, the crazy thing is we can also refer to them as flats as well. Where we refer to them as flats is if it's behind. So we're gonna now go down or backwards. So here's B. This one half step behind is called a flat. Now this is also A flat, and I'm going this way. G, this is G flat. Now you might be thinking, but you just said this is F sharp. Well, it's both. And if you see the little stickers here, I don't know how well you can see them, but this black key is both. It's pointing to F sharp and G flat. It's both. Now, there's a lot that goes into that with classical music training. We don't really need to worry about that right now, but this is both. I tend to like to call this F sharp, and I tend to like to call this B flat, but this could also be G flat, A sharp. Anyways, pause that if you need to. Now, a quick tip to help remember which way is which is flats are backward. Flats go this way, and I think of like, oh, if you had a flat tire, you're running behind. So I'm gonna go backwards if I have a flat tire. Now, sharps, I don't really have a tip for that, but it's just not back. So sharps forward, flats backwards. Now, when it comes to chords, because now not every chord is gonna have a root on a white key. So I could also have a chord here. Now, how do I know? And I'm not gonna go through every single thing I did in all the other lessons to teach you like the exact finger positions for every single C sharp and D sharp scale and chord. All we're gonna do is you're gonna take every single, if you're trying to find your C sharp major, you're gonna take your regular C major and you're gonna sharp every single one of your fingers, or basically half step this way. So this would go here, this would go here, and this would go here. So my C sharp chord, now again, I'm gonna slide up. I'm not gonna try to do this weird hand stuff. I'm gonna slide up and play my C sharp, my F, and my G sharp at the same time. That is my C sharp major. Now, if you watched my last lesson on minor, the only thing I would do to change that to minor is I move my middle finger back by one half step. So now I have my C sharp minor. Okay, let's do that with our, how do I make my F an F sharp chord? My F chord, now I want an F sharp chord. I'm gonna move all of these up a half step to the very, very, very next note. Now I have my F sharp chord, or a sharp looks like a hashtag. I'll probably put pictures on the screen for you guys to kind of see what that looks like on paper. The whole purpose of this, you may be like, oh, I don't want to write a song with any sharps or flat chords, and that's totally fine. Like if you're just using this to create music at home, you don't even need to touch the black keys. You could literally move around with this shape, and you have major and minor chords just built in. So if that's where you're stopping, cool. But eventually, if you do want to like be able to look up a chord chart, sometimes you'll find a chord progression. It's calling for A major, F sharp, D, and E. That's a basic chord progression. If I didn't know my F sharp, I would be like, well, I know how to play most of this chord progression, but I don't know this part. I don't know that sharp thing. So that's why you want to be able to play chords on any note and not just the white keys, like with the root note on any key here. And so that is how you can start to memorize those. Take your time and really start like quizzing yourself. Okay, an F sharp feels like 3 black keys. Like even go between there. You can even be like, okay, a D sharp feels like 2 black keys and a white key in the middle. That is where you can just really practice all of that in your own time. Okay, I'll see you next week.
Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, won't you like it and subscribe for me?